Hello and welcome to this episode of the Web3 Talks. My name is Ornella Hernandez, and joining me here today we have Gustavo Montero.
Hello,
Thanks for joining me.
Ornella, thank you very much.
So Gustavo is the founder of Carter Capital, and today we have an exciting topic. We're going to talk about real-world asset tokenization.
Exactly, that's what we're going to do.
But first, I wanted to just get to know you a little bit more and your role at Carter Capital and what you do.
Well, I'm Swiss and Chilean, two nationalities. And I'm an engineer by training. That's my background. I've been in banking and finance for now 30 years. And about 10 years ago, I went into blockchain and digital assets.
What got you into that? How did you learn about it or hear about it?
I had the opportunity to open a bank in Switzerland, Standard Chartered, from zero. There was no bank before. So I was very much inside the banking things. And then I went into another bank in the board of directors, a bank from Lugano, a small private bank. And then obviously I realized how old banking systems are and everything that goes with it. And I was aware about blockchain technology, mostly because it was invented in 1991 by two chaps studying that field, and they invented that. They invented the ledger, what we call the electronic ledger, this distributed ledger. So I knew about that. I knew that could be applied to finance. And all of a sudden, you know, the Bitcoins and all things happen. And it was just a natural moment for me from traditional banking into new banking or digital banking, if you will.
Were you an early investor as well?
I was a bit of an early investor, yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Do you remember the price of Bitcoin?
0.00025, if I recall correctly.
Very, very early then.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, you could buy a pizza with it, remember?
Yes,
you know?
yes. I remember that story of the guy that paid in Bitcoin and then it ended up
the pizza's worth millions of dollars today, yeah.
Yeah. All right, and so then how did you get the idea for Carter Capital? Talk to me a little bit about that journey.
Well, I started really doing advisory on transformation from traditional companies to web companies. And I had that activity already in Switzerland. And then I moved to Dubai a few years ago, 9 years ago, as a matter of fact. And I was already investing myself with some other people. But I had the chance to meet my partner, a British gentleman, who is the CEO of the company, of Carter Capital. I'm the chairman of the company. And we partner in that company that was already an asset management company. And then we did everything from Dubai. So now we have the asset management company and we have an advisory company as well. So we do a bit of both, but mostly it's in asset management and tokenization of assets.
Got it. And what do you like the most and like the least about doing business in Dubai and in the UAE and in the region?
Oh, the most, Dubai, I mean, the UAE is a fantastic country. And in every single respect, I mean, the leaders of this country are visionaries, and then they're providing a fantastic business environment for everybody here. I like that very much. There's nothing I like least here. I mean, I would say the only thing that troubles me sometimes is the heat in the summer, right?
Yes.
But I guess, you know, I'm a skier, you know, that's my other profession. I'm a ski guide for the blind people in Switzerland. So I guide blind individuals. So I'm always in the cold there, right? So when it gets really hot here, it's complicated.
So do you spend your winters in Dubai or in
You mean
the Alps?
The summers?
Yeah,
no. I go a lot to Switzerland, and I just came back. I just been skiing for 1 month in Chile.
Right, because it's winter
I came back
there.
just a few days ago, exactly. So,
okay.
So as I said, the heat. But otherwise, this is an incredible country. There's nothing. I cannot say anything bad about it, really.
Definitely. All right, so let's get to the topic at hand, which is real-world asset tokenization. And I know that you like to focus specifically on one physical asset, which is?
Lithium.
Lithium, okay. What is lithium and why do you focus on it?
Lithium is a mineral. As I was telling you before, it's a white mineral. It's mostly in the surface, mostly in Chile and Bolivia, but Peru has some, and they've just discovered some lithium in the US, actually. It was last week news.
Oh.
Yeah, and lithium is the main mineral that you use to make batteries right now. So all your iPhones or any other any other kind of phones, not to mention a brand.
So it makes the parts, right? Like
It's what is the main component of the battery. It's actually it built the batteries with lithium, also for the phones, but for electric cars. For is the current battery we have the best we have, right? Not ideal, not perfect. There are some issues with it, but it is what we have, and it's what we're going to have for the next probably 10 years until liquid hydrogen comes into place.
Okay.
Then we're going to change.
So what does it mean to tokenize a mineral such as lithium?
All right, so as I've said, this mineral is in the ground, all right? And basically what you do is you will take the units from the ground in terms of volume, value, right? Mm-hmm. And then you will assign them a valuation, right? So lithium today is over $30,000 a ton, 37, I think it is. I need to check it. Then you will divide this enormous piece of land where you have lithium into units of value. And those units of value then will be translated into units of tokens, right? Now, okay. I'm giving it to you really easy, really simple, right? Because inside there's a lot amount of legislation, things that need to be taken care of. But basically, a unit of lithium on the ground will be represented by some sort of token, which is a digital asset.
Okay, and what would be the benefit of a holder of these tokens?
Right, well, first of all, if you tokenize lithium, you give access to everybody in the world to be able to buy this asset, right? If you try to buy and invest in, I don't know, a kilo of lithium today, well, welcome. I mean, where are you going to buy it? Knowing that it is the lithium the price of lithium is increasing on a monthly basis, and there is not enough lithium in the world for all the cars and all the iPhones and whatever that we're building that needs batteries. So the value is going very high up. A lot of people would like to invest. So we're democratizing investment into it. There's another matter there which has to do with the easiness of payments because of the liquidity you generate through cryptocurrencies. But mostly is democratizing the access to lithium.
Okay, and why lithium in the first place? Was it the first asset that you thought of? There's so many other things. We have real estate, we have other metals.
Well, no, that's true. I mean, today, I think the total amount of tokenized assets in the world is around $3 billion. It will grow a lot to 16 billion, I understand, through some reports. So it's growing, the tokenization. We are tokenizing many things, as you real estate, trees, whatever you want to, it's being tokenized.
Why do you think this boom began in the first place?
I think this has to do with the generational change. I think that the younger people in this world have a natural distrust for the standard financial system. There are many problems with it, as we all know. I mean, it's just in the newspapers every day. So the younger people are shifting their, I would say, financial habits by going into other type of assets, more, I would say, electronic or digital, if you will. Right. At the same time, it's natural for them because they grew up with this, all right?
That's true. They grew up on their phones.
Yeah. Web, all these technologies are around 30 years old, give and take a few years. But so it's for young people. So young people are pushing the prices very high up. But as you know, recently we have all the majors coming in. BlackRock, all the big banks, JP Morgan, et cetera, et cetera. So
after originally saying that they would never even touch crypto, now all of a sudden they want
JP Morgan said,
ETFs.
the CEO of JP Morgan said very clearly that he did not trust these assets, etc. Now they're fully invested in it. It's very similar with the boss of BlackRock. So they're now all into it. And with it, you have all the other banks that have come in. So obviously there's a lot of pressure for tokens and digital assets, and the prices are going up.
Yes, definitely. All right. So then the demand you said is from Gen Z and younger generations.
For the actual digital assets,
right,
so tokens, exactly. But now institutional as well. So now it's coming into institutional.
Okay, but then going back to tokenization, does everything need to be tokenized? Does everything need to have a token?
No, absolutely not. You can. I think the easiest way to see tokenization is the way we saw stocks in the past. Probably you can say that the tokenization of assets is a natural evolution of providing a value to an asset and putting it in the market, right? It's just that now it's digital. So it's very natural. No, but not everything can be tokenized or will be tokenized, obviously. You need to have an asset that has a value in order to come up to some sort of logic level of tokenization and logic level of valuation, because these processes are not inexpensive. They are relatively expensive, so you need to make it work.
Of course. Are there any projects or companies that you think are doing a good job so far at meeting this very early demand?
Well, that's a very good point. There are many companies doing this right now, okay? There are many companies, but I think that, and I'm not going to mention it, I'm not going to give you any names because I don't want to get killed by my lawyers,
Okay. Okay.
but I can tell you that the ones that are doing it right are the ones that have the right background with people. They have the right engineers, they have the right developers, the right finance people inside, the good managers, the things that you will find in other traditional companies. But this is particularly important in the tokenization area for everything that has to do with the development of this asset. Developers, programmers, coders, right? So you need a lot of the right people to do right, and then you need to hit the right market. I mean, you can tokenize your cup of tea in the morning.
Right.
I mean, anything is tokenizable because your cup of tea, you can find the value for it.
But there has to be demand.
Yeah, exactly. But
Right.
can you sell your cup of tea to 10 million people in the world? Probably not.
No, probably not.
Even if it is very good.
Okay, so I think that's why maybe real estate has taken off the most, if at all, when it comes
Real
to
estate.
assets.
Real estate is very important, particularly in my country, in Switzerland. It's very important. There's a lot of real estate tokenization there, but not only in Switzerland, in other countries as well. That was perhaps one of the main assets that began with the tokenization of physical assets.
Right.
And now we're moving into minerals and many other things.
Okay,
Right?
I think that made most sense to people too, real
course,
estate, because
of course,
it's like you said, it's something that already had value.
Exactly.
But now
there was
we're
a
just
value that you can
transferring
tokenize.
it. Exactly. Okay, makes sense. But then how would someone maybe get their liquidity out of these assets?
That's a very good question. Well, but it's
Once they
it's a
invest.
fair question. It's a super fair question. Well, liquidity has to do with the token, the markets, and where it's listed. No, so if your token is listed in the best exchange in the world, and I'm not going to mention the name today, but if it is listed in the best exchange in the world, which is perhaps trading, say, $10 billion a day worth of different kinds of tokens, you're pretty much reassured that there is sufficient liquidity in that market for you to have the right exit. Now, you also have to have the right product. Let me reinstate that again, right? So we think, for instance, that when we come up with our Lithium token within the next 9 to 12 months, it's going to be a fantastic asset because of the demand in the market, the liquidity that's going to go with it, and the exchange where we're going to list that, right?
So who's demanding this product?
Oh, well, as I was going back to the young people, the young people and the institutions.
Okay.
They're all looking for the right token made out of the right asset, right? So, for instance, let's just take an example here in Dubai. Say someone was going to tokenize the Burj Khalifa.
Yeah.
Right? It's tokenizable. It has a value. Well, I think that if someone tokenized the Burj Khalifa, it would be sold in 2 minutes, right? You put the tokens out in the market and people will take it. Why? Because it's a fantastic building, it's a landmark, it's located in an incredible city, etc. It's a sexy asset.
Yeah. It's cool to say,
right?
I own the tokens of
Exactly.
the Burj Khalifa.
I own, I don't know, 1/10 of
Right,
a percent
right.
of the Burj
The
Khalifa.
fractionalized
Except
piece,
the
yeah.
fractionalized part, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. All right. And then out of all of these roles that you do, which would be your favorite?
Professionally or privately?
Yeah, professionally. You're an asset manager, but you're also working on this lithium token project.
We're also doing a tokenization of trees in the Amazonas right now.
Okay.
Right. So NFTs and then carbon offsets with the canopy. But we're not going to talk about that right now. But
you hold many hats.
Yeah. I would say, I tell you what I like the most is that my daughter always asks me, what do you do? I mean, I'm an entrepreneur, right? Like you are probably. what do you do? And I said, listen, when I get to my office in the morning, I get out a blank piece of paper and I put dots on that paper. If by the end of the day, I can see an elephant, it's been a good day. That means that I was able to create something out of nothing, all right? So what I like the most is creativity in my work. I'm always creating. This is a rapidly evolving market, a rapidly evolving technology. Every day we got something new. Just before coming to the studio, I just read that there's a huge company in the world that just put a fund out for $500 million. This happened 5 minutes ago.
Oh, who? I didn't see
I cannot mention names because I have lawyers. They don't want me to say.
But it's news.
But it is news. You will read it. It's public. I put it in my LinkedIn. If anybody wants to go see it, it's my LinkedIn page, Gustavo Montero. You can go and see. I always put this news every morning. I put news to the people. But so it's changing everything. So creativity, right? That's the entrepreneurial creativity is what I appreciate the most.
Okay, I see. And any advice that you have then for other entrepreneurs out there?
Yeah, follow your dreams. Never stop. You will fail a million times, like I've done, like every other entrepreneur has done, but you'll make it. I mean, just keep going. A journey. What is it they call? They say a 1 million kilometers journey starts one step, just one step after the other. Just keep going, and you will make it there. Yes. Stay there. Resilience. Go for it every day. Even if the day is a bad day, find the right flower and look at it and say, there is a flower here. There is hope. So that's for entrepreneurs.
Okay, step by step, day by day, and stop to smell the roses.
Absolutely, yeah, so by all means.
All right, and you mentioned people can get in touch with you via LinkedIn. What other channels?
I use mostly LinkedIn because LinkedIn is a very professional mean of communication. So Gustavo A. Montero, that's my LinkedIn, very simple to find out. Chairman of Carter Capital, you'll find me there. And that's really my main communication system. There are many other ones, and I know about it, and people ask me, why are you not in all the other ones? I said, but because LinkedIn is, in my view, today, the one where the professional crowd meets. The other ones are for a lot of people and for very good reasons. But for me, the professional crowd is in there. So LinkedIn is my main way of communicating with me.
All right, well, we're out of time. Thank you so much today, Gustavo. And everyone, please give this video a thumbs up and check out other episodes of the Web3 Talks. Until next time.
Thank you. Thank you very much.